Have you ever joined a group of people dancing in a circle? Just twirling around in a circle, expressing themselves. There's something very special and beautiful about dancing in a circle as opposed to someone who jumps in front of a crowd and shows off their sophisticated footwork. And what's unique about it is that the shape of a circle is a unique shape. It is arguably the holiest shape that there is, because in a circle, every single point in that circle is equal. Every single point stands equally to any other point. And the definition of holy, one of the fundamental characteristics of something holy, is that it creates unity. It doesn't divide, it doesn't differentiate. The moment we have something which differentiates, we are moving away from the presence of holiness. So whenever a group of people come together and they start dancing in a circle holding hands, and they stand equally in this circle, there is already a sense of holiness that's brought into that space. There is so much that we instinctively do in our lives to differentiate ourselves, to stand out, to let the world know, hey, here I am, take notice of me, which is not holy. We do that when we exaggerate something. When we share something that may have happened, but we just exaggerate a little bit. Why do we exaggerate it? To let the world know, hey, here I am. I want you to notice me. We want to make it bigger than it really is. We get angry. We feel like we are not being considered. So we yell, and suddenly everyone pays attention to us. Sometimes we'll do the opposite. We play the victim. Oh, poor me. And suddenly everyone's feeling bad for me, and they are noticing me. And then there's the obvious, of course, of someone who just blatantly shows off. Just comes into the room and lets everyone know, here I am, and I am awesome. These are all different ways that we want to differentiate from everyone else. So we stand out and we are noticed. And that is never something which is holy. When we want to be holy, we actually want to join together and create an environment of unity. And that happens so beautifully when we dance, especially when we dance in a circle. And dancing is unique because we are not using the more sophisticated parts of ourselves, which are really in our head, in our thoughts, in the depth of the way we can understand something, or the breadth in which we can understand something. We're using our feet, which is the more base part of ourselves, where we are more equal as people. We gather together and we say, let us do this in a circle, and let us do this with our feet. And this is the great beauty of the holiday of Simchas Torah. When we take the Torah, the most holy object that we have, the Torah which expresses the will of God. And what do? It expresses the wisdom of God as well. And we don't open it up to study its wisdom on this day, but what we do is we join together and dance with it in a circle. Because we need to remind ourselves that it's possible to even take something as holy as the Torah, which is a pure expression of God. And we can sit and study it and use it to differentiate ourselves by showing off what I know over what you know. How I can understand this on a depth that's far greater than you can understand it. And when we take the Torah and use it in that way, we are using something holy to differentiate. And we are drastically minimizing the holiness that we can access through the Torah. So what do we do once a year? We grab the Torah, this holy, most holy object, and we dance with it to remind ourselves that the next time we open it, we must remember that the Torah is not about differentiation. The Torah is holy. It demands unity. And we must make sure that we are aligned and consistent with what the Torah is all about. It's not about me versus you. It's about me and you. The single greatest ingredient that gives strength to us is unity. There is nothing that can strengthen a people more than when we come together. And every single one of us has the duty and the obligation to contribute to that. And every time we take a step towards unity just a little bit more, we are creating a much more powerful people and a much more sound and stable universe.